Okay, so we're back with Star Wars Battlefront 2. We're on Endor. We're the Rebel Alliance. Or Alliance to Restore the Republic, whatever you want to call it. It has like 4 different names, I think. Or does it anymore? I don't know, canon's so messed up. Like, canon is just so messed up because of Disney not going through each of the, not going through a lot of the books and stuff and just saying everything that isn't the Clone Wars or the movies is not canon, except there's like Clone Wars novels and movie and games that like it's like they're in purgatory of if they're canon or not. And then you have Dice, that take stuff from not canon, like this gun is from an old not canon game, but yet they brought a gun from it. So it's like canon is so messed up now. And not like it was perfect before, because how it worked before was actually really cool, but also terrible at the same time. It was basically like any writer or game maker could add to the lore, so you'd often wind up with like, and there was like almost no limit. You'd wind up with like extremely stupid stuff, like in the 90s. Like if you look up, I think his name is Irish Imarin. He's a dark side user. I don't think he's a Sith. I'm not sure. But he has 8 lightsabers. None of them he holds. They are implanted into his body. Into his arms, into his elbows, and into his knees. He has lightsabers sticking out of his knees. I'm not making this up. See, now I'm doing pretty good. Who's in here? Well, doing good. I do have this overpowered gun on, but other people are using it. I'm going to use it. Might as well abuse it while you can use it, right? Ah, that's.
We lost the Walker Bay controls.
Officer class, the class that needs like the most nerfs ever. Like this is overpowered. Like this is a glitch that needs fixed, right? But the officer class is so overpowered because it has a gun for every range, right? It has a health boost ability. It has the same health as the assault class for some reason, even though it should have this like be nerfed down to like 115 maybe, or 100 and switch its health with the specialist. Give the specialist like 1 maybe 50. No, maybe 150 is too much. Maybe 125. I think somebody's doing it.
Walker Bay controls offline.
This game needs a lot of work because this menu's laggy. Like I'm pressing the button, it's like taking a second to do it. See, this is what I mean. The officer has a gun for every range. Like, you can outsnipe snipers with this, and I've done it. This is good at. It was good at every range. It was perfect at every range. Now it's more of a medium close range gun. Then you have this for close range. You have a gun for every range. That works well at every range. Then you have most other classes which don't have guns for every range. This is kind of medium, or close range. Until you get the reduced spread, which I should work on unlocking.
We'll stick together.
The officer, like I said, like if they just nerf the health, they wouldn't have to nerf the weapons. Because then you just be nerfing the survivability rather than reducing the damage. Because it's a support class, not an assault class. Like right now, it's better than the assault class. 100% better.
Accessing Walker Bay controls.
Like there's no reason to ever be assault. Ah, stop shooting me. Oh my goodness.
It's working. Take control of the Walker Bay.
Ah. Oh my goodness, you overpowered flash grenades. Why? Hey, look, a blurg, and where'd he get me from? Pretty long range. Even though they nerfed it, still. It's... I don't know. Really feel there should have been, like, 6 classes, honestly. Like, have assault, heavy, officer, like, kind of like a specialist, but specialist isn't a sniper. Then have sniper, and then have, some kind of medic class. You know? Like, specialist could have honestly been, like, shadow troopers and Bothan spies. That would have worked really well.
Right with you.
I mean, and, you know, keep the reinforcements, too. You know, keep both of those. But I think there should have been 6 base classes, not 4. Because there's enough, you know, different, units in Star Wars now. Well, maybe not for the Resistance and the First Order. But for the Empire, the Clones, the Confederacy, and the, Rebels, you know, there is enough different classes. Because, you know, Storm Commandos were reintroduced to canon. You know who Storm Commandos were? Imagine, like, Scout Troopers, but slightly heavier armor. As well as, it's kind of like a black, like, soot kind of look. Yeah, like soot, basically. And they're more than just, like, scouts. They're, like,
New ally on the ground.
commandos as well. Sort of like Republic Commando-ish. Like the Republic Commandos. Let's not go that way. Obviously, for the Rebels, we have, you know, Bothan spies could fill that class easily. I think there was a thing called there was a Rebel Commando in, I think, one of the comic books, which actually had, like, a suit of armor. You know, they were really cool looking. They could reintroduce those. I mean, not sure how reintroducing stuff works, because, you know, obviously the gun I have was reintroduced. And Star Wars Commander, the mobile game, reintroduced a bunch of stuff from previous Star Wars games as well. That was weird. Made me turn around like that.
Power cables.
We have full system control.
Yeah, if you want to get a hero easy, just be the officer. Put on, like, the bonus points, because there's a perk that gives you bonus points. Which I have that on my scout, because I feel that, like, because there's nothing really to help your team with the scout at all, and you earn very little, or not the scout, specialist.
Stay with her and provide an escort. I'd expect the Empire to deploy portable rockets.
I had no chance against that thing. But yes, the specialist has, like, nothing to help the team, so you get very little points as a specialist, so I put this, bounty hunter perk on. I should probably put on other classes, but I like what I have until they add something new. Don't know if they're gonna add new star cards or not. I hope they do. That'd be really good. See how I can see those enemies? Hello. That's a turret. That's Ray's ability I was talking about last time. A little overpowered, because she's also a tank. She's a tank as well as, you know, a support, which is, like, completely overpowered. This gun, I hate it. I love this gun because of the rate of fire. Hate it because, my god, is it inaccurate. I mean, like, look, I'll aim at this tree. That's not too far. Look how the shots go goddamn everywhere. And I think I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. I'm sort of stuck. Ah. That's another thing. This game has input lag on abilities. Like, I hit the thing for the grenade multiple times, but, like, it just didn't happen. There's input lag. that needs fixed. A lot of this game needs fixed, but it can be a good game. Like, it just needs work. And more game modes. Not necessarily more maps. Like, these maps are fine. Just adapt. Just, like, put more game modes on them. You know, like a Frontlines or Supremacy. Yeah, I was talking about last time. Those would work great.
Walker passing the ravine.
And, you know, then add in some maps from the 2015 game, yeah? Like, the Endor map on there was a lot better. Like, this is fine, but the Endor map on there was, like, both of them. Survivors on Endor, I think it was called, or Fires on Endor. It was a really cool map. And then, the original Endor map was also really good on there. I liked it.
Enemy rocket on target!
I don't know why they didn't add it in, like, originally, because, like, apparently the Bespin map in the campaign is the multiplayer map from the DLC in the first game, just with stuff added to it. Just following Yoda around, because he has that health buff that he can give on to people. See, like that, now I have, like, Yoda is amazing for team support. Just look at this health. Like, that's... Yeah, that's as much as a hero. Like, some heroes have that. Somehow I got away. Okay. Now go back in. I got kill assist. Ah! Tree, save me. Oh, hello. I can't go prone in this game, you know?
Crossing checkpoint 2. Whole area's laced with caves.
Yeah, but as I was saying, the dark side has no support class, or support hero. So, but I think they have more tanks, and they do have Palpatine, which I don't know what class you'd put Palpatine in. Because he's not support, he's not tank, and he's not hunter-killer, as I would call Boba Fett. And, you know, he's kind of jack of all trades, I guess you'd call him. Like, he has range, he's not a melee hero, he has, sort of has health, he has mobility, like he's a mobility hero, because, you know, he can fly. Or hover? What would you call force jump? Well, I guess Jedis can fly now that Leia can. And Leia's not even supposed to be that strong on the Force. I hate that movie. It's so dumb. Like, so much of it was so dumb. It's like... But some of it was so good, and some of it was just so dumb. A lot of it was dumb. It would say, like, 90% of it was dumb with, like, maybe 10% good stuff. Like, the casino was both stupid and dumb. I swear I clicked the ability to, use the grenade launcher. I know it threw my impact grenade, but I clicked this, and it just didn't do it when Kylo, dragged me.
Enemy elite on sight! Watch out!
This was dumb. The one thing I hated the most about The Last Jedi was how it took place, like, the same day as, you know, The Force Awakens. Whereas all other Star Wars movies take place years later between each other. Like, think about Episode 1, Episode 2, like, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. Anakin's a child in Phantom Menace. Next time you see him in Attack of the Clones, he's pretty much an adult. You know? That leaves... whenever they do that, that leaves so much that can be filled, you know, with books and comics. But whenever you base the episodes, the movies right after each other, there's no room for lore. Like, there's no room for the lore of what's happening elsewhere with the characters. You know, what's happening in the meantime. I honestly think this new trilogy is I'm going to consider it the worst. Just in terms of lore. Like, I don't care about the movies. I care about lore, in the most part. Like, oh, the movie was bad. Oh, yeah, but the lore it added was good, you know? Like, Attack of the Clones. Like, Attack of the Clones was a mediocre movie, but I like it because it adds so much stuff to the lore. It adds cool stuff. And that's all that, you know, I really care about. With The Last Jedi, nothing it adds is, like, worthwhile. I mean, what was with that weird glass thing that Rey was with? You know, it's like it didn't add much to the lore, you know? It kind of, like, it added a bit, but then it was just, like, it just didn't do stuff it should have. Like, I mean, yeah, we got new Force powers, but it's like, those existed in Legends, you know, before. So, cooler stuff existed in Legends than Force Skype call. I mean, Darth Nihilus, I think his name is, could eat planets. So, you know. Why am I running so slow? What the? Why am I walking? What? Why am I walking?
Walker's head!
That was weird. I was only able to walk.
Base is evacuating, and we've got a long road to the end of this war.
The controller break? Is it broken? I know it was acting funny, like left, looking, or moving left was a little hard for it, so. I think I did bad, 14-10. Not getting a hero, that's fine. Right.